best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. The best of bias. It's the best of bias.
You are now listening to the Best of Bias Podcast with Lydell Dinero and Hugo Twilight.
What's up, everybody? It's the Best of Bias Podcast coming live from the Spizot. It's your boy Lydell Dinero, and today is something special going down, man. Last couple episodes, a little something different. It was review episodes, WandaVision, of course, one of the most streamed shows in the world. I had to review that. Go check out the videos. I did a sports episode. Haven't done sports in a while. Go check out that last episode on the Best of Bias. But today we doing some pop culture for that ass. Yeah, so we're gonna go through it. But first and foremost, let's get our guests to introduce themselves. So we got in the building today.
You know me, Dsean. One of these days I'll have something to plug, but not today.
Hey.
And this is AKA, also known as AKA.
Of course it is, and you can see it all in the square. So I mean, we don't really have to introduce ourselves.
We don't have
and
to.
Our name is right there, and you know and love us already. But today is pop culture time. We about to get into it, rapid fire topic. But first and foremost, how y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good?
I'm getting there.
Always got your little alcohol on deck. I see you. How about you, Dsean?
Yeah, it's quarantine. It's quarantine that made me a fucking alcoholic.
Oh yeah, fuck it.
Ain't nothing to do.
You know, you gotta stay warm out there in the wilderness.
Just been chilling.
You know what I'm saying? The world's wild, but shoot. Let's just hop into it. Y'all get y'all stimulus check yet?
Nope.
Because them bitches is supposed to be coming as soon as this weekend, and you know that's a perfect tie into our first topic. We're gonna just hop into it. Biden just signed off on a $1.9 trillion bill for the COVID relief. So I think everybody that makes under $75,000 a year qualifies for a $1,400 check. That should be coming.
What is that gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, for me right now, it can help me, but hopefully.
I mean, but like, what is that gonna do to help anybody? Like,
I don't
especially
know.
in California. Where you got rents like at $3,000 a month for rent sometimes. It's crazy.
Yeah. How much do you think would be like acceptable for us to live on?
I mean, shit.
And
Up in Canada, they've been handing out $2,000 checks every month for the whole year.
I'm good with that. Yeah, that right there. What he just said.
Yeah. And how
Fuck that.
you think you have to be a citizen?
Canada, kudos.
Yeah, I think you have to, you just be a citizen and living up there, obviously, paying taxes or whatever.
I still don't think I don't think I'm allowed in Canada.
Why not?
Probably not.
Oh, you know about the whole, when I was 18 years old, that whole trip me and Chris and Steve took and didn't end up well.
Oh, shit.
About to incriminate yourself?
Yeah, you don't incriminate yourself.
Are they gonna come all over here to get me? I don't think so.
They might.
I'm gonna start a Patreon soon, and on the Patreon we can talk about our private stories, and they'll have to pay to get in. So it's a little more private. But on this one, we'll keep it cool. We'll look into the Patreon though. Then the fans can actually support. Donate. We'll talk about that behind the scenes.
They help you get to Canada.
Yeah.
Help me get to Canada. I want to go back. I didn't experience it, so
that's hella nice up there. But I mean, like Canada, their population is like about the same as California, like the state of California. So if they can hand out $2,000 checks, I think America could do better than what I think it'll be $3,200 altogether the whole year.
I agree.
Yeah.
It just shows how much the government cares about, the people who actually keep them running.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I was in my office today, and a lady in my office got her check, and she was so happy. Just a little bit of money helps people out so much that and they have money to give. They have fucking Bitcoin and all that shit. They're printing money, making money every day. Make that worth something. Give people Bitcoin every month. That's worth a certain amount of money. Get you some food, get Bitcoin slots in grocery stores where you can buy shit with Bitcoin. Make shit happen, man. I got that idea, and what I be doing, and I just had that idea in 5 seconds. Government, get it together. God damn.
Yeah.
I mean, they know what to do. They just
Yeah,
don't
'cause
want to
that
do
whole
it,
check,
really.
if I even get that damn check, yeah, definitely, 100%.
You
They
are
don't want to take money out their own pockets. If I didn't get the last one, so I don't know. But if I do get it, I'm just gonna go straight to my credit card bill. Get that
Basically,
shit paid off, so I get that interest.
I
That
feel
interest is crazy.
a bank account's basically just the middleman until I pay rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Let's move on to the next topic. Nike executive has to resign because her son was doing a scam within the company and reselling all the shoes. Basically, this dude was using the company credit card. She's like a VP of the sneaker app, actually. She's the VP of the sneaker app. So basically, her son was using the company card to bid and get all the shoes before anybody can get them on the sneaker app, and then reselling them to the public for like almost double the money, triple the money, if that. You know how the
I
resale
mean,
game
in
goes.
all reality,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
yeah, resale is crazy sometimes on the damn thing. That's real. I
Yeah.
mean, that nigga's a genius. I don't know, but if I was there, I'd disown that little motherfucker.
But yeah, the way he got caught, he posted all the boxes of shoes like in a warehouse on the internet, on Instagram.
Oh, so he's like most of these young kids.
Yeah, yep. And he was making big money. He was like making hundreds of thousands of dollars off, making, reselling these shoes. And go ahead.
We should do it like a podcast on just like how many people in the last couple of years just fucked up their money just by posting and want to have recognition.
Right. Yeah.
You know, that's just so stupid. It's like you had a good thing going, it was fucked up, but you had a good thing going, and you fucked it up because you wanted recognition for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's the stupidest shit in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Ass backwards.
I mean, basically, it's messing up, like fucking over the company and just like people that just want to get the shoes, honestly. But like, I feel like scalping is
Yeah, I mean,
a
well, fuck the
huge
company,
problem in general. Yeah, I mean, fuck the company. I don't care about the company. But
yeah, because them shoes are made for nothing over there, and they pay them people nothing to make them.
Nike's using fucking slaves, dog.
Yeah, on everything. And
That's wild.
the way they get away with it is they say, no, we hire a contracted company, but what they do doesn't fall on us. It's like they doing some fucked up shit just to get your shoes to you. But at the same time, I mean, I can't hate on the little dude. He was just stupid for just trying to showboat. But I mean, yeah, you can't knock his hustle.
I doubt that
He's
he'll get
probably
into
one of them
any real
dudes-
trouble.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, probably not.
His mom.
Except for his mom's gonna
She didn't
stay in your room.
She didn't fire them. She didn't get fired. She stepped down, so nothing really happened to her. So
Yeah, I mean,
No, they usually step down because that's their way of making the company look better. So the company's like, hey, we're gonna fire you, but just step down so it doesn't look so bad. That's what they do a lot of times. So
for that.
yeah, she had no option.
That's pretty shady. Let's get into the next topic here. Actually, how many pairs you guys go on the sneaker app at all?
nah.
I used to.
I get all my shoes from Jordan.
Don't go on the Don't
Hey,
go.
that dude have some crazy looking shoes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. That video, the shoe reviews,
Crazy
and
shit.
like all that shit he's doing is gonna pop because that's really popular right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Collection.
Yeah.
So the more he shows his shit off, people like to see exclusive shoes and shoes that nobody can get in person, especially when
Yep.
they're about to get the shoes and they're
Yeah,
it comes in the mail, they're
everything.
waiting for it, and somebody has the shoes and they're reviewing it. People love that shit.
Yeah.
And like the shoes that he has, is shoes that I would never wear, but a lot of these cats wear and they love them. So I wouldn't even know where to start
Yeah,
with
to
it.
each their own.
Yeah, I'm a shoe guy as well. You know what I'm saying? I have a guy that I get my shoes from if I really want shoes. I mean, I worked at a shoe store for a couple of years, so I had access to them. But so I know like if I don't necessarily need to have them, I'm not gonna spend $300 on the shoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of the guys that stands in line.
$300. God damn.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Hey,
Converse
you already
all
know
day.
Patrick, you know my shoe game, Patrick. My shoe game is literally all black. Everything is black. Always just black.
Nike running shoes. That's it.
That's all our walking shoes. But yeah, I'm old, so
I feel that. So let's get into this next topic. You guys might not know or heard about it. 2 kids were kicked out of their Catholic school because their mom had an OnlyFans. That was crazy. Yeah, I forgot the name of the mom. I'll leave it, out of it.
where was this at?
I'm not too sure. But it was a Catholic school, so I feel like no matter where it was, since it was a Catholic school, you probably will get kind of kicked out of school for it. I guess one of the moms.
How the fuck did they find out about it?
Hey,
I mean, somebody at that Catholic school was going on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
one of the husbands.
I know her.
You think they should have got kicked out of school?
Nah.
Nah, because like, why are you making the parents' decisions reflect on the kids like that? I don't get it. It's like that kid wasn't making OnlyFans.
I mean, even if like, why does the fact that the mom has an OnlyFans even matter?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I mean, it ain't nobody else's business.
Right?
Like, I feel like it's just yeah.
It says Chris is waiting into the room.
Too much
It says
judgment.
Chris is waiting to enter the chat, but we'll bring him
Let
in.
him in.
He'll enter after the commercial break because we actually have to start a new meeting because the time is kind of running out on this one. But we'll keep zooming through topics as fast as possible. We have about 6 minutes left.
All right, for
yeah.
sure.
She said she was making about $100,000 a month now from OnlyFans.
That's wild.
That's a bunch
And
of money.
and don't they pay to go to Catholic school? They have to pay them, right? It's like a private school type thing. Right? They didn't want any of that money. They could have just made her, hey, you know what?
Extorted her for it.
You got a fundraiser going on. How about you
the
buy
Catholic
like
Church
18 pies?
The Catholic Church does way worse shit than fucking make OnlyFans.
Exactly.
I feel like they're not in no position to judge.
Little kids.
Yeah, being hella hypocritical about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, and it's
Altar boys, I'm just saying.
And what race do you think they were?
Are they black?
I mean, Catholic school, white. They have to be white. Catholic school, come on.
They were white.
How many black Catholic schools?
Okay. I was gonna say that's just like a fucking double whammy.
I forgot the name, but then she has a black name too. So when they're reading the story, hella people thought she was black, but she was actually white, and she was actually getting naked on OnlyFans due to the reports I heard. Because I don't have OnlyFans, of course.
What else do they do on OnlyFans?
You gotta do your full research.
It's not really porn. I watched a documentary on it. It's like it's just a private place where people can be entrepreneurs, I guess, and sell whatever they want to sell, whether it's conversations, cooking tips, celebrities go on there, just private access to their lives. But a lot of people just get naked because that's the easiest way these perverts will give them money and subscribe is if they get naked or have sex with their boyfriends or shit like that. So the people that are on OnlyFans actually consider themselves sex workers.
I'm gonna be honest. I recently discovered Reddit, so all that shit free.
Oh, there's more than Reddit. Believe me.
Yeah.
Believe me, you can find that shit anywhere. Google is.
Porn is like the oldest shit on the internet.
Right, and the fact that people
go on
there pay for it like $29. I heard there goes up to like subscriptions like $50 a month. I heard Black China was like charging $900 just to have a FaceTime conversation with her. And
that's wild.
And she
was
an
anteater. She looks like a damn ant.
Right, $900. That shit's crazy. Crazy.
She's literally built like an ant.
it doesn't even matter what you're built like. I mean, people pay for this shit. It's so like anonymous that you can pay like tip $50 to have a private chat. You can do this and you can do that. You can make so much money. And I wonder how much money OnlyFans takes off the top.
That's sad. It shows like the mental state of people to where they like will pay that much just to have a conversation with a random person for no reason. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, maybe it's because I'm an introvert. I don't know.
Yeah, that don't make no sense to me. Like, I ain't got nothing against like sex work. Like that's like the oldest profession, right? That's what they call it. I don't give a fuck about any of that. But like, paid $900 to have a FaceTime with somebody.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah, that is fucking wild as shit. People. I think there was even like a scandal. I think a girl's name is Bella Thorne. She used to be on, the show with Zendaya on Nickelodeon or some shit like that. Disney, one of those two. I think it was Disney because Zendaya's from Disney, I think. But basically, she started getting into like Pornhub. She made her own adult film, not starring her, but just directed it or whatever. And then she kind of claimed that she was gonna go to OnlyFans and start doing shit. And then she got over there on OnlyFans and started doing shit. But she said, "Oh yeah, and I'm not getting naked." And she made $1 million in one day and just quit OnlyFans. And everybody that did OnlyFans got hella mad because they're like, exactly. I was like, why are they getting mad at her? But all the people.
Why are you getting mad at somebody else's hustle? I don't get it.
And everybody that was already established in OnlyFans that were regular people were like, oh, she just used it to get money and get out. And us sex workers aren't making.
You goddamn right.
Right. And there's hella people in the world. They can subscribe to more than one person. So I don't understand why niggas is getting mad at her hustle just because she's famous and she capitalized on it. But with
Hey,
that being said,
props to her.
yeah, props to her. And we'll end that OnlyFans talk because I know y'all getting tired of that. But we'll be right back. It's the Best of Bias podcast. I think Chris is going to hop on here. Plenty more topics to go. It's the Best of Bias podcast. Yeah. And we back. It's your boy Lydell Dinero. We doing the pop culture thing. We just got a new guest in the building. You can see in the bottom square right there. Who is this? Who we got in the building?
My name Chris. Hello, everybody.
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, we just chopping it up right now, talking about some pop culture topics. Right now, we're going to throw it to Ariel, actually, a.k.a., excuse me, I'm not trying to throw your name out there.
No.
Explain this next
won't.
topic we got. You sent it to me. It's called #Super Straight. What exactly does that have to do with?
It's just some fucking hilarious shit that I seen on Instagram, which I thought was funny. I didn't understand it. Like, why did it have to be a super straight? But apparently, if you're just straight and you don't want to have relations with someone who used to be a man and is now a woman, you're considered transphobic. And I'm like, how does that make any sense? I don't understand that. It's like, if you're straight, that means, like, to me, my definition of straight is you have sex to people who are born a female. Was it no Y chromosome or something like that? So
science.
What? It's just, huh?
I don't know.
Did I say that right?
I don't know.
I think I said that right. I think the dudes have the Y and the women have the X. I gotta look it up. But irregardless, I just thought it was fucking goofy as hell. I mean, like, I think people are taking it serious, but to me, I'm like, it's goofy as fuck that you gotta sit there and call yourself super straight. That shit's fucking hilarious to me.
That's what
I thought it was. Because I mean, in my mind, I'm like I think it's with the whole way the internet is now. One person can make that claim where, like, oh, if you don't want to have sex or have a relationship with a transgender person, you're a transphobe. And then everybody who watches the internet or who's on the internet, which is every fucking body, automatically assumes that that's how everybody feels. And it's like, no, I don't think that's real, because I don't know a single dude who's like, yeah, I don't want to be incorrect. So yeah, I'd fuck a dude who turned to a female. Like, who the fuck would do that? Like, so it's just hilarious to me that that's even a thing. And
Mario saying that.
Huh?
Get the audio.
Mario saying I'm fuck a dude.
I'll just send that shit to everybody.
Just take that little part out right there, send it to everybody.
That'll be your ringtone.
Oh, fuck that.
No, but yeah, man. I didn't really know what it was about. I saw that on Twitter as well. But nowadays it could have meant anything.
Yeah, but I mean, I seen like the whole video, and there was like a girl who was sitting there like basically calling dudes out for saying they're super straight, saying that basically you're being hypocrites, and how transgender people are females. And I'm like, wait, what?
And it went straight to that. That's the only connection there is to being super straight.
Apparently that's all it is, but I'm like, that's weird as hell. I guess it stemmed from a lot of shit. Like, there was that whole video with I think it was Genuine or something. I think you showed me that shit, Chris, right? Where like he was on some show and some transgender person asked him to kiss him, and he said, "Nah, I wouldn't do that," and yada yada yada. And they made a big deal out of it, and I'm like, how is that a big deal? Like, I don't understand how that's like an issue.
Yeah, I feel
it. You're gonna try and force a person to say that they'll have sex or have relations with somebody who was born a man, regardless of how their mental state was. If that's the case,
media in society.
If that's the case, I could tell him I feel like a white man, and if a cop pulls me over and shoot me, I mean, I don't think he gives a fuck. So
I feel that.
Yeah.
Exactly. I didn't know really what it was about. I thought it would be like, man, if somebody offered me some heroin, I'd be like, nah, I'm super straight. You feel me?
I like that better.
It could have been anything, Twitter just be taking shit and going with it. But yeah, there is some extremists that'll take somebody saying they're super straight as, oh, I am trying to be super macho, and the fact that I like the opposite gender so much that I'm against everything else. And that's super extreme. I mean, that's Twitter sometimes gets out of hand, and people just want to be trending sometimes, and they can catch fire with some, somebody probably just typed that shit up there, and with it and made a bigger.
I I don't understand how like just because you don't want to have sex or relations with somebody that makes you like dislike everything about them. It's like nah, it's like Oprah, I like her money, but I don't really want to have sex with her, but I love her money. I like the interview she did with the with what you call it with Prince Harry and his wife, but I mean I still don't want to have sex with her.
Oh, I heard that she like had the rights for that interview that it couldn't get played anywhere else for like less than $1 million. They had to buy it for $1 million to play it anywhere else.
That's why I couldn't find the interview anywhere. I was trying to find that shit anywhere, could not find it.
Yeah,
Just little snippets of it. I mean, that's crazy. Okay.
Oprah's always making money.
Yeah, she's dominant in that. See, I love her mind. I still don't want to have sex with her.
You super straight.
I think the super straight thing is
super straight out there. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I mean, it works in that sense. You know, what were you saying, Dsean?
I think the super straight thing is like it's like one of those reactionary things. Like
I agree.
I mean, it's there to cause issues that don't even exist. I don't think anybody's gonna argue with you that like if you don't want to have like relations with a trans person, like there's an issue with you. I think
there's
like,
a few on the internet, but they're like so.
But that's the thing though, that the internet is such a small portion of
Yeah,
actual
exactly.
reality, and then people
Yeah.
go and do like reactionary shit, like make up
I
super
think-
straight.
I think also what it is because everybody's on the internet so much that they consider the internet real life. And in reality, if you were to go out to a bar and somebody's like, no, I don't think anybody would have that conversation with you. Nobody would be like, oh, you wouldn't have sex with a trans person, or you're a transphobe. That only
Yeah,
happens on the
because
internet.
it's not a real thing. Like
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I don't know. I usually don't try to pay too much attention to like all the superficial issues that people like try to create. Like
but that shit's
trans people
hilarious,
have
though.
legitimate problems and shit,
Right.
and like
Hey, so do everybody else.
I mean, like they have legitimate issues in society, like the legislation and shit that they like face. I mean, why add on other like reactionary shit to that?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's all mostly distractions anyway from what's really going on, so they can just
Hey,
Exactly.
all that shit is. It's still funny as fuck though.
Yeah, and it's crazy how things like that can get trending so much. Just it's just distractionary shit. What about how do you feel about that, Chris? How do you feel about super straight? Let's get your.
I honestly think that that's a non-issue. I think the people that are talking about that stuff are talking from both sides of their mouth. They're super hypocrites because they want to call people out for being discriminatory, but at the same time they're over here ridiculing people for their own preferences. So it's like it'd be the exact same if some girl said that she doesn't date black guys, and then I mean, nah, you know what? That's a little more extreme because then you would be able to be upset about that because you know that sounds like it could be racist. It'd be like me saying, I don't want to get with that person because of something about them. It just doesn't attract me. You know what I'm saying? I have my own preferences. It just doesn't attract me. I mean, I feel like somebody that's trans should understand that. Like, you should understand that certain people are going to be attracted to you, other people won't be. And, people are trying to make it sound like, well, they're women, so you're being discriminated. The fact of the matter is, they're not women, they're trans women. Like, let's get that shit straight, first of all, because otherwise you wouldn't have the word trans. They wouldn't be in the LGBTQ plus community.
Facts.
So you have to pick one side.
Facts.
Oh, that for sure. I feel it.
I agree.
Sure. It all makes a lot of sense to me, man. I'm happy you brought this to the table because I didn't know much about it. And
but at the same time, let them live. I feel like they should have every right that we have, 100%.
Yeah, I just feel like it shouldn't be another term brought to the table to pin us against each other. It's like should be able. Go ahead.
I remember before, like I was kind of part of that like dumb bias thing where, like when they're like, oh, they want to be called she's. In my head, I was like, I don't know if I could do that. But then I ended up getting an employee who worked for me, who was a trans, and I had no problem calling her she. I don't think I ever like. Ever since the day I met her, I even call her now, but I never like actually mistook her for a man or nothing like that. I just called her she, her, this and that, because
anybody's personal preference, whatever you just ask them, whatever you prefer to be called, just call them that.
Yeah,
that's common courtesy and shouldn't change for sexual preferences, gender preference. It should.
Yeah, exactly. I still looked at her as a she. I looked at her as a her, as a female. Just she was trans, clearly. So I feel like when it comes to that, like me being black, biracial and black, but black mostly, it's like how the fuck could I sit there and discriminate on a person because of their decision, because of what they are? I feel like I don't feel like being gay or being trans is a choice. I mean, me being a straight man, I could never choose to dress up like that and want to fornicate with a dude. So for them to do it, I feel like it has to be something they're born with. That's something that they're brought into this world with. So
Absolutely.
it's hard for me to sit there and see that somebody who was straight could just make a choice and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go and have sex to Bob next week or some shit. I don't know. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's super straight. We didn't mean to get that deep on y'all, the listeners out there. But hey, moving right along, let's talk about a little bit of music. What are you guys listening to nowadays besides making music yourself? I know you guys make music. Y'all
Shout out Pretty Ugly down there. That motherfucker make music like every single day. Every day this nigga got a new song.
The videos on Instagram all the time.
Yeah. You got Instagram? Shout out to Instagram. Shout out to YouTube. What you got out right now?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, what you got?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dropped my newest track probably like 3 weeks ago now. It's called Go Nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I'm really touching on, the whole Capitol riots and all that stuff, So I feel like it's not enough music that's talking about, real shit, like stuff that's happening right now. Everything's been superficial for a long time, but
yeah.
I mean, people are stuck at home, a lot of people ain't gonna get their information from the news. Like the least an artist can do is, be creative and inform these people. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
A lot of people they ain't gonna read it in a book. They ain't gonna read a magazine. They're not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all they're gonna see is what they see on the news, and a lot of times the news is biased in their direction anyway. So it's better to hear from somebody who's willing to just put it all out there.
Music has been like super like commercialized lately.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of
100%.
media has, but like rap especially has been like disappointing. I'm not gonna lie.
What's funny about it though is that it is super commercialized and shit, and it's like there's more independent artists than there ever was, but they still all do that commercial type shit.
The same thing.
Yep.
Like I feel like for a while now, labels just pick up whoever's trending on like SoundCloud or some shit and give them a quick record, squeeze the money out of him, and then just like he's gone.
SoundCloud still popping?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't listened to SoundCloud in a while. I think it's more so become an entertainer on TikTok, YouTube first,
Yeah, I guess,
and then put out music. That's usually what people use the model of now. I mean, if you're an established artist now, you kind of use your music for a little bit to get your money, then you kind of venture off into other things, and that's how you kind of become really commercialized, like the Little Yachty's of the world, the Travis Scotts of the world. These guys are so ingratiated in the young culture now that they don't even really rap no more. They just fucking sell PlayStations, fucking sell McDonald's Happy Meals, sell boxes of cereal.
Travis Scott fucking McDonald's meal. Like that was like the
That
worst
shit was
I'd ever
trash.
seen.
I mean, I don't like McDonald's anyways unless it's fries. That shit was trash.
It's the craziest shit. These fools just kind of they rap for a little while to get popping. They do whatever it takes now because the music, the quality of the music isn't really as good as it used to be. Now it's just more entertainment value, as you see by the 6ix9ines of the world and the fucking I don't know, crazy ass artists out there that tat up their faces and shit like that. It's entertainment for a lot of these people. So the music value doesn't really have to be there as long as the character that's putting out the music is really interesting and can get views and clicks is what these record labels and everybody gets behind. But me personally, I think, good rap now is they make music and they go away for a long time.
Yeah, like I was watching some shit where this guy was reviewing like J. Cole's music. And he literally was like, yeah, I mean, he's saying some shit, yeah, but then he segued to like, but, I mean, I'd rather listen to like Young Thug or something because I don't really want to listen to lyrics.
Oh, man.
I just want to feel the vibe. Like, I just want to feel the vibe. And I was like, that was so disheartening. I was like, that's how a lot of these youngsters think.
Yeah. But
go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Everything's about just like a really like good catchy hook and like a beat. That's
Right.
it.
Wait. It ain't even got to be a really good catchy hook. It just got to be a hook in general. As long as it goes with the
Yes.
beat. It's usually the beat. The beat's everything. And then the fucking thing is with trap beats. Trap beats are really easy to make.
Yeah, like there's very few new artists, like rappers, that I've been getting into, and like I think the only ones that I listened to like regularly was Pop Smoke, rest in peace, and King Von, same shit. So like,
I didn't really listen to King Von that much. I listened to this dude named was it like Lil Easy or something like that from Chicago? He be spitting. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
No, I know.
Sometimes Polo, he be spitting. Never really listened to King Von. Pop Smoke, I started listening to him like literally like 3 months before he got popped.
same thing.
No pun intended. R.I.P. and all that.
Yeah.
And like, well, even with his album, there's only like 5 songs that I like. But the thing is those 5 songs I like a lot. So
Yeah,
that's pretty much.
I can run down a list of artists that I actually listen to, but I don't know if you guys would know any of them. But still, like it's still, you probably know a lot of them, but I listen to like a variety of songs. I have like a list of underground artists that I listen to, the Quentin Millers of the world, the Jaces of the world. I listen to like a lot of underground people. Of course, I Am Sue is local here, but a lot of people that if you're
I'm Sue.
Is he still making music?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All the time.
He be putting out some shit too. He actually do be putting some shit out.
Dropped a couple songs. Hold Up one. He dropped a song called Hold Up. A song called 510. He just dropped during the quarantine. He was dropping a whole bunch of stuff, whole bunch of videos, whole bunch of merch and shit. Drake, he just dropped his 3-song EP. Have you guys heard that one?
I listened to it a couple of times.
Nah, I didn't listen to it.
It's pretty good.
I mean, I never really listened to Drake though, so like,
Yeah.
I mean, I will say that Drake is a very talented lyricist whenever he's actually writing his shit, which I believe is the majority of the time. I think that I mean, I didn't knock him for that shit. Like in my mind, like people try and knock him for like the whole writing shit or having Quentin Miller write for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, Snoop does it. Snoop's supposed to be a lyricist.
Yeah.
Dre does it. He's not supposed to be a lyricist, but he does it all the time. A lot of the rappers that we grew up loving and shit did that shit all the time.
Even Nas came out and defended him. He was like, I've had like the same shit.
Yeah, I mean, he wrote fucking Get Jiggy with it for what's his name? Will Smith, and Will Smith was supposed to be a lyricist. So it's like we can't how come we're not holding these young people to the same standards we did? Because it's like all of a sudden you have to be this excellent lyricist and you can't get nobody else to write for you. He's giving somebody else money. He gave Quentin Miller a chance because if it wasn't for that, regardless of the what the situation was, nobody would have known who that dude was.
Yeah,
right. I actually appreciate them from that because Quentin Miller is actually one of my favorite rappers too. Actually, I listen to Quentin Miller all the time. I probably have every Quentin Miller song there is. After that whole thing happened, I was rocking with Quentin Miller. He actually tragically got in a car accident and had to lose his leg.
Lost his leg. Yeah, that's crazy. He didn't know how it happened. He had no idea how that happened. He said he just woke up and yeah, that's fucking sad.
Yeah, man. So, big ups Quentin Miller, man. I'm still rock with him. Still looking for new music. He's supposedly retired, but he's dropping some songs. Yeah, but
I fucks with Joyner Lucas sometimes. I mean, his songs are pretty good, but they're just gimmicky. They're not like some of them you can listen to again and again, but some of them, like the more gimmicky ones that get more popular, are just like you listen to them for what they're for, and then that's it. But I mean, he has some songs that have real good replay value. Mozzie occasionally. What is that dude's name again? Something Pac-Man. I just like him because his shit's goofy as fuck. His name is. He has a song called what is that dude's name again? Carol Baskin. The dude with the Tigers.
Joe Exotic.
He has a song called Joe Exotic with some other dude from Detroit, but that shit's hilarious as fuck. And Partisan Fontaine sometimes. His name is PFB the Pac-Man. That's the guy that's talking about with the Joe Exotic song.
You know what album I really liked last year was the Run the Jewels album.
Who was that?
Run the Jewels?
Killer Mike.
I don't know. Killer Mike.
Mike.
Fuck, what's the other dude's name?
I don't know that guy's name actually.
All right. The other dude never even says his name.
But
that was a good ass album though. I still listen to that.
Check for him. I gotta check for that then. There's another cat, I forgot his name. He's like I don't think he's very known, but I'm trying to find him on my shit. His name is like something Kimi Casanova. That's not his name, but he has a song where he's like playing this role as like a pimp, and he's talking like he's like a pimp basically, but like an old school pimp. Like he sounds like one of them ones from like the Bay Area, like what's that motherfucker's name again? The Mac and shit. But he spits. This dude got bars. Akeem Ali, I think his name is Akeem Ali. Listen, that dude, I've listened to a couple of his albums. He actually got talent. That dude's, I don't think he's very well known yet, but he was on like one of those 85 South shows, and I went and checked him out, and I was like, oh, this dude got bars. I think he's from like Alabama or something, or Mississippi, one of them places.
I feel
But
that.
I've been listening to him a lot, and I listen to a little bit of DaBaby. But if I want to get into the people I really listen to, is like J Rock, Nipsey Hussle.
I wish TDE would start dropping more shit.
Yeah,
I wish too.
TDE hasn't had an album since 2019, right?
Yeah, and
Was
the
the
last
J-Rock
album
one?
that the Schoolboy Q, I think he put one out right after that,
Yeah.
and it was already, he had like one or two songs
Blank
that I
Face
liked on there.
Mhm.
Yeah, was it Blank Faces? No,
I
it
think
was a
it was
different
one
one.
after that.
It was another one.
Something about a crash.
Yeah, but it wasn't. To me, it was good, but it wasn't something I like really grasped onto. But I mean, I also like 6 Black.
Yeah, I listen to Black a lot. I actually listen to a lot of Gunna. I listen to Lil Baby.
I haven't really got into Gunna or Baby, and it's not because I don't like their music. It's just because I haven't had the opportunity to hear it yet, I guess.
No, it's good. Like Gunna's last album was like one of my favorite albums of the year. You just kind of like, I also listen to like Young Thug. It's just like, you have to get used to it. It's not all lyrical value, but when it comes to my lyrical stuff, I listen to I Am Sue. I listen to Drake. I listen to like that new song, What's Next? He's talking his shit, and the song Lemon Pepper Freestyle with Rick Ross.
Mhm.
Those 2 songs, he's rapping his ass off. It's, what I'm saying, some lyrical shit. Who else that I've been listening to? Not a lot of people have been dropping lately.
Yeah.
Nobody really big. Slime language 2, I'm waiting for that. It's a lot of stuff. What do you guys think about that Meek Mill line? The one where he got in trouble with the Bryant family for, he said, if I'm ever caught lacking, I'm going out with my chopper like Kobe. Or something.
I understand how the family might be upset because it's like it's only a year, so I can understand that. But me personally, the line, I didn't think it was a bad line. I didn't think it was nothing that was like, fucking to make national, waves and get viral over. But I thought it was a decent line. I didn't think it was super bad. Didn't think it was that disrespectful, other than the time frame. You feel me? So. But in as far as like the family's hands, yeah, I mean, shit. If somebody said some shit about my mom like that, I would probably fucking knock on their front door and take their head off. So I understand how they get mad. I understand that 100%. But I mean, as far as like rap music is going in the past and how it's been, like we got people like Eminem who didn't give a fuck and would say shit. People who are still alive, you know what I'm saying? Who like he would say fuck this shit like to Jennifer Lopez and the people who are still there, and people would just be like, oh, it's whatever, it's just him.
I think it's like because it's Kobe Bryant. Because I remember it's exclusive, like specifically, Nicki Minaj said some shit like, "I'm killing these bitches, Anna Nicole," or some shit like that.
And nobody tripped off of it.
Tripped off it at all.
I think it's just that Kobe, like he's got a lot of fucking lines, but I feel like there's always been this like respect between like hip hop and Kobe.
I feel it.
So
I feel it.
It's kind of fucked
but
up.
You can't
it's
knock
in poor
Anna
taste,
Nicole.
but like I mean it's not.
She did a great thing. She went and like married a dude who was, I mean, granted she did it for his money and he was old as fucking about to die, but you got to think like we're looking at it from, huh?
Talking about Anna Nicole.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like she did a great thing. I thought, like, if you think about it from that person's point of view, if you were like a 80-something-year-old man or however old that dude was, 90 something like that, and you got some blonde, big ass titty, thin waist, fat booty, Playboy model chick coming and she want to come spend time with you and do whatever the hell you want to do. I mean, if I was that old, I'd be telling her, bro, shut the fuck up. Let me have my fun. You see, you trying to fuck up for me right now?
I mean,
so like, yeah, like
anything, I guess.
regardless of what everybody else thought about her for what she did, she made that dude's, the last of his life probably great.
Yeah,
You know,
I feel you.
So,
But
he
yeah,
got-
I mean,
I don't knock that shit
lining
at all.
up,
I don't
and
knock that.
it's kind of weird because the track was leaked. It wasn't really a put out track, so you can't
How
really.
How does that be happening? I don't understand that. Something like you have to
They
do that on
playing it
purpose,
on
or somebody in
Instagram.
your camp you don't trust.
It's
Huh?
somebody on Instagram playing the song while it's playing in the background. You know, some people do that and they play it. Somebody catches it, takes the video from it, and that that about does it. You know, it lives on the internet forever, and that's all it takes for another hashtag straight as fuck. What is it called again? Straight, super straight.
Super straight. Hashtag
Whatever.
super straight.
That's how one of those things start. You know, somebody gets the clip of that, gets a little video, posted it on the fucking Twitter sphere, and everybody goes along with it. Now Meek Mill's in trouble with Vanessa Bryant. So
Is he in trouble with her, or is she like?
Oh, she wrote a letter. She wrote a letter or something, put it in the media or some shit, and he apologized to her, I think, or some shit like that. He had to apologize, but the song never came out, so I feel like no harm, no foul in a way.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't think it was that bad.
I mean, I feel like it's not that bad. It's just in poor taste. You know?
Yeah.
I think it was poor timing. If anything, it's poor timing.
I mean, still though, even 5-10 years from now, people still gonna be mourning Kobe. So, like, I feel like
I'm
versus all the Kurt Cobain lines.
Oh yeah.
Everybody got.
Hey,
a
but
Kurt
at the same
Cobain
time,
line.
Kurt Cobain did that to himself. Kobe didn't do that to himself. Kobe was trying to go and have a basketball game with his daughter. So
I feel it. Yeah, it's kind of shady. But I think we're probably gonna take one more break because again, time
ran out. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be right back. It's the Best of Bias podcast with more, and more. Just get a couple of topics. We'll talk about Jay-Z, and then I'm gonna give you guys, some information about what's coming up in the next couple of episodes. So stay there. Do not move. It's the Best of Bias podcast. We'll all be back. It's the dog show too, I guess. Hey,
Apparently.
We'll be back. Welcome back. It's the Best of Bias podcast. I hope you got you some water. Hope you got you some snacks because we back talking about some more pop culture shit. Since we on the hip hop tip right now, how do you guys feel about Bow Wow joining the WWE?
What?
Yeah, he's getting trained by Rikishi to make it.
Rikishi. Damn.
By the Rock's cousin.
Man, that is about the funniest sentence I've ever fucking heard.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he said. Go ahead, Chris.
Now, did you mean to say all that stuff that you just said?
Yeah. I said it together on purpose.
That's real though.
That's wild.
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
What is he gonna do?
The former Little Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Man, he messed up when he took away the little part. That's what happened.
Yeah, we should have said Little Bow Wow. Got some.
So he's gonna be what, a wrestler?
Yeah, he's gonna make his last album, and after that, he's gonna focus on his acting, and he's training to make his WWE debut with Rikishi.
His last album? When was his last album before that?
He was probably Little Bow Wow when he put it out. It was probably Like Mike album.
JD produced it.
Damn,
It's
dude.
hella funny.
That's crazy.
Would you go to a Bow Wow match?
Nah,
What do you think his record's gonna be?
not very good. I'm not gonna lie.
He's the size of my thigh. I don't know. So
I mean, I feel like wrestling's kind of picked up lately.
but he got Rikishi.
I mean, yeah, I used to like Rikishi.
Well, unless he's gonna put.
I mean, in retrospect, that shit's like weird.
Say what his record is gonna be?
I don't know.
No, I mean, is that what you asked?
Oh,
yeah.
Record like his stats or like?
Oh yeah, his record, win-loss record.
What song you think he's gonna come out to though?
Little Bow Wow, you just don't know.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Hella funny.
Man,
Finishing move. Oh,
damn.
that look like.
Yo, I actually might watch this shit.
Bounce with me. You hit him with that. It'll be hella funny.
Man, I might actually watch wrestling. I haven't watched wrestling in like 10 years, but I might watch it.
No, yeah, this shit's making a comeback for sure. I mean, I don't even know if it went anywhere. It's probably been one of the most stable, fucking,
Yeah.
you know, sports
I think
industries.
some people just follow it. I used to watch it a little bit, but with Anthony, and then after like, I think like right when The Rock stopped wrestling is when I stopped watching it.
Yeah, a lot of the older guys made comebacks, and it kept the fan base there, and they slowly brought in new guys that everybody started loving, like the other Samoan guy. I forgot his name.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, yeah.
Why are all the Samoan dudes related to? They're all The Rock and all them are they're
Right?
all related.
That's
All of them.
I don't think they're
Like,
actually
he's his
related,
cousin?
but like they make those storylines,
Yeah.
right?
So no, they really are related. They actually are blood related.
Oh,
Damn.
really?
I don't know. Like Rikishi is actually
Well, I
The
mean,
Rock's cousin.
The Rock, his dad was a wrestler too, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably like in the family, right?
He actually has a show out right now called Young Rock that goes through his life as a kid, and it's like he's running for president, and actually
Is he really?
the
Is he
agent
running
Wu,
for is he really running for president though?
I mean,
President Kumacho.
it's like 2036 or something that he's supposed to be running. He's supposed to be.
I hope not. We don't need no more fucking celebrity presidents,
No,
man.
the show is based on
at
him running for president. It's not really like him running for president.
Oh, okay.
The show.
Somebody had like a video where they mashed up like Rikishi like doing his special move on The Rock, and it was like the caption was like, "How does it feel knowing that this is his cousin putting his ass in his face?"
Yeah, like that finishing move is kind of weird.
Oh, it was
like no matter who you are, it's kind of like because it's like bare ass, you know. It's just hella weird.
Yeah, 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, how do you talk somebody into doing it?
I don't get it. Hey, we cousins. Just do it for me.
Right? Man.
Hit him with
really.
elbow after that for sure.
You know what's hella weird about wrestling now is like nobody has any gimmicks anymore.
Really? What
You know, they all just have like regular.
They used to do that.
Yeah, they all have like what is it? Like just like regular ass names.
Yeah.
They all dress the same and shit.
They use more storylines now. Now they have writers and they do storylines.
I
Like
guess.
before,
So
remember they had Tugboat and Earthquake and they whole thing was like actually, you know what I'm saying? Then they had some dude that was like a superhero.
I remember Dudley Boys. When you said 3D people, through tables and shit.
Dudley Brothers.
Dudley Boys. Dudley
Oh, the
Boys.
Dudley Boys. Yeah.
Yeah, the 3D used to be my shit on No Mercy.
I'm a little older. I like
I remember No Mercy.
Ricky Dragon Stingboat and whatever. What's the dude's name again? The Komodo Dragon.
No, that sounds like some old shit though.
That's hella old.
Kimono Dragon. Damn, sounds dangerous. The Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right?
I like Scott. Steve Austin was a shit. Goldberg was one of my favorites. Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, same person.
And Shawn Michaels kick people in the jaw. Smack. The super kick, sweet chin music.
You know how I was like super surprised to find out that Razor Ramon was not Latin at all.
Razor Ramon.
Like, yo, it seemed like that back when we were kids, but if you watch any of his stuff now and you listen to that accent, it sounds ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta look it up.
Why did we ever think that was real?
Is it borderline racist?
Yes. It's
Low-key.
a terrible impression of Tony Montana. That's what he was going for.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Watch it now. Watch it.
I'm gonna watch it after this, definitely. I never thought about it though.
Hey,
That's crazy.
Wrestling, bro. That's a tragic career, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen how some of these dudes come out? If they
Snake the Snake
at all, like yeah, man, they get so addicted to the painkillers and stuff, and
Oh yeah.
they
other
turn
drugs.
They turn into crackheads. They start doing crack and they start doing something strange for a little piece of change.
Oh no,
you know what I'm
hope not.
What's his name? Eddie Guerrero's the one that OD'd, right?
Yeah, he OD'd.
I thought he had a heart issue.
Well, they found like a bunch of pills in his hotel.
Related to that juice and that powder.
Yeah.
Were they in it? Oh shit. And then after that,
one of my favorites.
Was it after that or before that where Chris Benoit? That was hurt my soul.
That was crazy.
That was my favorite wrestler, dude.
Crossface.
Yeah. Anthony's big ass.
He used to do that shit to all of us.
That shit.
That shit used to hurt so bad. That's probably why I got neck problems now.
Yeah, and I was old enough to fight the nigga, and he still did it on me. So
Yeah, that ain't fair. He like 14 years older than me. But yeah, I remember that
You
shit.
feel me?
I remember that shit with Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Like
That shit was sad.
the night that I was going to go watch wrestling, like it just opens up with like the ring is hella dark. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be some traumatizing shit, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that shit was sad.
Terrible, terrible. Eddie Guerrero was sick too, though.
Yeah,
Eddie Guerrero was the shit.
Yeah,
He was,
he was one of my
shit, yeah.
favorites.
Probably one of the most loved wrestlers ever. Probably.
Yeah, pretty dope. Didn't he used to come in the ring with the fucking lowrider?
I wouldn't doubt it. I don't remember. But probably.
He did have a lowrider at
Lowrider
some point.
every fucking entry. Just came
But
down.
hey, was Rey Mysterio really his nephew, or is that just like a gimmick?
I don't think so. I think that was part of the like
You sure that Rey
storyline.
Mysterio lost his eye in the ring? Is that a real
What?
thing?
Is that real?
He wear contacts, don't he?
Yeah, I think those are contacts.
No.
Oh.
Supposedly he's he actually lost an eye. Like one
I know
of
he-
his
I know he-
eyes was fake.
I know he
It's
killed some
supposed
dude
to
in the
happen
ring.
Yeah,
Remember he killed that. He killed that one guy. I remember that. I know he lost his eye.
Damn,
Who killed somebody?
that's some crazy shit.
Rey Mysterio when he was doing that one some shit. That wasn't in like WWE or nothing like that, but it was like another wrestling thing.
And
He had it on video. He did like some weird
Oh
move,
yes,
boom, and
he
dude
did.
died. Yeah,
Was that him?
that was him, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Rey
I do
Mysterio.
remember. Yeah, I do remember some dude dying in the ring.
I think that was Rey Mysterio who did that
Yo, that's a tragic
Dogs in the
job,
back.
bro. I'm telling you.
in front of
Hey,
everybody,
man.
my nigga. That's crazy. That is
I'm
sad.
not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the dogs. Sorry, guys.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah,
Like Patrick just got this big ass smile on his face.
about niggas dying and this nigga smiling his ass off.
I promise. It was the dogs in the back.
Crazy.
Fighting.
Oh, that's because they be going ham. The dogs they be going ham.
They fighting big time. All right, so let's get back into the music a little bit with Jay-Z and this whole title thing. I want to see how y'all feel about this. Jay-Z is actually, he just sold Tidal for 5 times its worth. But he actually started Tidal as being like black owned, and he kind of preached that when people downloaded it. Support a black owned platform. And yeah, how do you guys feel about him selling?
You guys go first. I'll go after you guys because I'm disappointed.
I mean, shit.
To a white man.
That was business, I guess. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Jay-Z in all reality.
I'm not either, but I'm gonna say this is why niggas can't have shit. Hey, this is FUBU, BET all over again. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like people always get on the fact that we always wear shit like Versace or fucking Dior and all that bullshit that's made by white folks overseas and shit like that. But if you notice, they hold on to that shit.
Mhm.
They hold on to that shit, and then they let that shit just flourish and get big, and then it's a worldwide thing. Black people get shit that's doing good, and what they do, they immediately sell. And you know what's gonna happen once you sell. Black folks ain't gonna support it no more because it's not black owned anymore. So now it's like, what's the point of making this business that's gonna have a legacy name and then just relinquishing it like that? It makes it stupid. It's like it's taking away the legacy of it, and it's dumb. I don't know.
Just to
But
add
niggas can't
more-
have shit.
just to add some more information, he previously actually did sell before this his stakes in the company to T-Mobile, and then he actually bought them back from T-Mobile, and then he sold again for like 5 times the amount to Square Inc., who owns Twitter and I think it's Cash App too. But the thing about it is, all the artists that he signed to Tidal that has exclusive Tidal music, they got 3% stake in the company. And once he sold the company, for 5 times more, their 3% stake went up to 8.9%.
Oh,
Actually, taking more.
well,
Sure.
And then
well, there we go.
And then Tidal actually did give the artists that signed up more money from their streams than Spotify or Apple Music. So he was doing stuff for people in that sense as well. And he actually, once he sold to Square Inc., he was actually put on the board of Square Inc. So he sits on the board as well. So he still owns a piece of it.
So he didn't really, because I guess the way that the
it.
headline sounds is like he sold it and he walked away. But like what it seems like is he's been given like more power to do with this what he wants, right? Like if he's still
Exactly.
on the board and shit. I
Yeah.
mean,
but he still doesn't have ownership of it, so it's not actually owned by him anymore. So.
yeah. But I mean, if he
But,
can, if he
oh,
can
oh,
still,
in the realm of like black ownership and like the fact that we don't have anything that's like really ours, that's like major like out there, that sucks. But in the fact that he's helping people out, I can't knock him for that. But at
So
the same time,
my thing is, how do we define black owned? Is us owning 50% of 51% of a company being black owned and 50% of or 49% being white owned, is it still not being black owned? Do we consider it not being black owned?
I still, hey, as long as black people own at least 50% of it, I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with that. My thing is there's so many of these companies out here that are like, where people are advertising it for free, pretty much making songs like Dior or making songs like whatever, talking about people need to get Birkin bags and all that shit. All that money is going to some rich white motherfucker who don't really care. They're like already set for life. And no, no shade to them, but at the same time, it's like we don't own shit really, and that's one of the issues with the way society is that black people don't own shit, which is why we don't have power. If you don't have the money, we don't have the power, and we don't really own shit to say that we have any kind of power to get any kind of change. So the more black owned businesses that are out there, the more we can actually basically exert our power in society.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, because a lot of people are having the conversation of, oh, he's sold, so he's not, looking out for black business, not setting a good example for the black community, trying to grow black business. But, sometimes we have to kind of shed a little light on the situation and kind of give Jay-Z sometimes the benefit of the doubt, because a lot of times when we make moves in the business area, we kind of feel like in the black community ourselves, we kind of feel like Jay-Z is just looking out for the money. He has all the money in the world. Why sell? You don't need more money than you have. Hold on to the business, this and that. People were mad at him when he actually joined forces with the NFL and decided to partner with them to be in charge of the halftime show, the Super Bowls and shit like that.
I wasn't mad about that.
Yeah, because a lot of people wanted to protest, so people were saying that he's crossing the picket line and not fighting for us. You should be protesting, but I think it's a good thing. What do you guys think?
I think it's too.
Anything?
One of you guys?
I don't know. I think we need more than fucking rappers and shit to hold up the black brand, if that's what we're talking about.
No,
well, yeah. I mean, right now it's like, who has money though? Like whoever. It doesn't matter what.
But that's the thing though. There's a lot of black doctors and shit. They have money. There's a lot of black scientists.
But the doctors ain't got money like fucking rappers and NFL players and shit. They don't have money like that.
I don't know, man.
I feel like don't have money like that.
But man, I honestly believe that it's corporate dollars that are driving what's trendy. Mm-hmm. So if the corporate hand says that we want black people to put all their money in Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all that stuff, and we're gonna pit the people out there that are influential, the cool people, the ones that other people look to, we're gonna put them in that stuff. We're gonna have them shout that stuff out in their songs so that black people start buying that stuff. That way that money is not going into the black communities, it's not going into those black owned businesses, it's going there. Mm-hmm. And that's how we end up losing.
Yep.
So if you want these black owned businesses, these black owned designers and stuff to get big, you got to get these influencers to be putting that stuff on
and support them. Yep, 100%.
Speaking of support, Swiss Beats and Timberland started the verses. Have you guys been seeing those verses out there? Artists coming together and
I watched a couple of them. Yeah.
Battling each other. So they started that idea in Swiss Beats' garage. It was him versus Just Blaze, the first verses, just for show. And off that popularity, they actually started the verses. People were coming to them, throwing money at them to sponsor and be put their alcohol, put their shit in the videos. And every artist that they had on there, they gave equity in that business, as well as Thriller. And Thriller is doing a bunch of events. They held the Roy Jones and the Mike Tyson boxing matches.
Okay.
That made a whole bunch of money.
I'm sure it did. Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Yeah, so and that's all profit. They, it was
all
profit.
Ham back there, Chris.
And that's all well and good, but how long until NBC buys versus battles?
I don't know.
Facts.
I don't know.
Facts.
I don't know.
That's the biggest issue is like when it comes to like supporting black-owned businesses, you always have that foreshadow in the back of your head. Is like how long until this person sells it to the man, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean,
if you look at history, there's always been two things that happen: either they sell or they just don't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what happens.
I feel that.
I feel like that,
Yeah.
like, I mean, in a lot of ways, it's just business. Like that shit happens to literally every, like, any new IP that pops up that like starts to take off. What happens to it? It gets eaten by a bigger business, like almost
That's
instantly.
true. Monopoly.
I don't know.
But I mean,
I feel like if you're a trendsetter, you can pop out ideas like that, especially if it's all profit like Versus was. I think their goal should be to sell. It shouldn't be to keep Versus. They should sell Versus to fucking ABC, NBC to get, just like they have the Masked Singer. They can make hella money off that and start another idea because these trends
I
make
agree with that
popular.
because that's like a product. So yeah, I agree with that 100%. You have a product that you're trying to sell. That's what you're trying to. The end goal is to sell, anyways, right?
And a product that you put no money into, you just turned on the camera and you DJ. So it's all profit.
So I agree with that.
I mean,
but when you have something like Tidal, which is a whole platform that allows other people to express themselves on it, and then you advertise it as a black-owned product or a black-owned platform, and then you change it. That's one of the biggest things. Is like
that is very.
They always ask us. The biggest thing is they always say black people don't support other black people, but one of the issues is when we support black people and they get to a certain level, they tend to sell. So now we're no longer supporting, but we're supporting you just so you can get your pockets up. Now we're trying to support you so we can advance our species damn near. But it's like every time we do it, they end up selling.
Yeah.
And and granted, it's like they already got the heads up on the monopoly board for us. So it's like, who we gonna sell it to? It's always gonna be them. So
yeah.
Right. So if I'm hearing y'all right, y'all saying that y'all are for black businesses getting big and getting popular and then getting bought out by white businesses.
No, we're not for that. No.
You said have NBC buy it and have.
I'm talking about Versus.
No. You're talking about Versus. That's a product. That's not an actual platform.
A product of something that they did on their spare time that got hella popular that they had no end goal for. And if somebody wants to buy it from them, that's just pocket money. They can come up with another easy idea like that. I don't know what's stopping somebody from copying that anyways. I think the high-profile artists that Timberland and Swiss Beats can get just got higher than all the other ones that could possibly do the same thing.
I think that's the problem is if they tried to steal it, a lot of people wouldn't probably fuck with them because of that. Like a lot of the people they would try and get for that show wouldn't fuck with them because it's like, well, you just stole this from Swiss Beats and Timberland. So
hold on. So you saying that? See this right here. So you saying that? Get out of here with that. Yeah, get a little bow wow in here. I got somebody his size to wrestle.
Mellow, get him.
So y'all are saying that y'all would be supportive of FUBU getting bought out by like Gucci?
No,
not a whole brand like that.
No.
I'm not okay. I'm not really okay with the title thing. I'm just okay. I would be okay with selling the Versus thing.
I'm saying like if it's a product, if it's like a shoe, shirt, or Versus, which is really a product, it's a TV show. That's a product. It's not a full platform like Tidal is, or like FUBU was a full clothing line. It wasn't like if you were selling a shirt to like Gucci, that's different. But that's a name. It's a difference. It's kind of like Pepsi, Coke, and all that shit. Those are like different than the actual drink. It's the name. It has this legacy behind it. As far as black folks, we don't have that.
I'm thinking of Versus like you bringing that shit to Shark Tank, and you showing it's business evaluation.
Yeah, because it's a product.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So
that's what I'm thinking. Versus like Tidal was a whole platform he created, and Jay-Z. I mean, I don't know. I kind of compared his Rock Nation to the business he was putting, the money he was putting behind Tidal. You know what I'm saying? It was his platform. you know, and he just kind of like
Yeah.
pulled it off. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems kind of weird. And
It would be the equivalent. It'd be equivalent of him selling Rock Nation to, I don't know, any white
Macklemore.
Macklemore. Fucking yeah, there you go.
It's Sony or something like that.
When it's a product, it's okay. It's okay to sell a product to to wherever you want to sell it to. But when you have a
black product either, it's just a product.
Yeah, it's the product
they created, and everybody on Versus did it happen to be black actually.
But when you have like a whole platform, a whole fucking something that's bigger than just a little item or just a show or something like that, then that's different because we don't have, as far as black people, we don't have that period. We don't have what station do we have that is just all black? BET ain't black no more. It's owned by white folks. Don't count.
And not even that. It's just like when it comes to business acumen, you look to the PJs and the Jay-Z's to make good business deals, and especially when their deals are on track and making a lot of money. What rains and pours. We raining knowledge on you over here. That's what it is. Little droplets of knowledge coming at you, one drop at a time. But yeah, I mean, I actually want to talk a little bit about health and wellness because we did put that on the docket. Exercise, health, and wellness. You got any little tips for the Best of Bias crowd out there? Everybody's at home during quarantine.
Chris is the man for that.
Yeah. People are looking for like healthy living tips, healthy exercising tips. What do you got for the people out there? Chris, Ariel, Dsean, what are you guys doing to stay fit or stay?
I clearly am not healthy.
Stay sane during this time of quarantine when the gyms are closed and stuff.
I don't think I want to take eating tips from me.
Don't take drink. This is a week of me killing this by myself. That's fucking horrible. I'm an alcoholic. God damn it.
Damn, I feel it. Well, anybody got any tips for the people?
I mean, try and stay consistent. I mean, I think they're supposed to be opening shit up down here pretty soon next week, right, Chris? But I mean, if it wasn't for Chris having the setup in the backyard, my ass would be like 100 pounds heavier than I am right now.
What exercises you guys like to do commonly to stay in shape? If they needed like a quick little exercise to do, quick little regimen, you know what I'm saying? What can you do at home if you ain't got like hella equipment? If you ain't got a treadmill, what can you do?
Push-ups, burpees, get some elastic bands and work with those. Do some supersets if you got any weights, and stay active. Really, I mean, any kind of way you can. Like as far as working out goes, it's like if you don't, a lot of folks don't have shit because it should cost a lot of money, and they have like restrictions because there's cats who going out and buying weights out like hella quick and selling them online for more money because they bought them out. But if there's ways you can do shit without weight, use body weight and stuff. But my fat ass, my body weight is like heavyweight. So, I mean, Chris would know more. He's an avid workout dude, athlete type motherfucker. So,
so what you like to do, Chris, to stay in shape during these times of quarantine? What's your favorite? What's your go-to?
I mean, I still got a outside gym that I can hit, so I can still, do weights and do machines and stuff that a lot of people probably don't even have access to. So, I mean, what I do want to touch on though, since Ariel already kind of talked about like, what to do physically to keep yourself up, but like, as far as like life tips, bro, I feel like a lot of people need to discover what their healthy coping skill is. Like some people are creative, they can write, they can draw. Some people like to read books, go outside, whatever your hobby is, whatever it is, try and get yourself into that and try and make a routine of doing that so that it distracts you from all the BS in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? Try not to get too deep into all the things that's going on politically. I mean, it's always going to be some bullshit. It's always going to be something that's distracting you from what's really going on. So try and be more about, the present, about what's going on with you right now, right here. Be in the moment, surround yourself with people that you love, people that love you. If you do work at home, like a lot of us do, if you have a specific area that you work from, try and get away from that area for the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that you can actually feel like you left work.
Yeah.
So there's some things that we can do to keep ourselves sane out here. Find somebody that that you can talk to
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and actually talk to them, you know?
That's one of my issues is that like I'm here all the time. So like I got Chris, I got my sister, I got the dogs to talk to. You know, Cyrus don't talk back. The nigga's an asshole. But one of the things I'm trying to get myself into more is like realizing there's only 24 hours in a day.
Right.
Try and make as many of those hours productive as possible. Like I find myself like waking up in the morning and like I'll do job searching in the morning. I'll be in the room doing job searching. I'll just send my email, my resume out to a few places and see what I could do there. And then my problem is I'll just sit there and I won't do shit. I won't play video games. I won't do shit. I just stare at the fucking ceiling. I don't know why I do that. I've always been like that. I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm trying to get out of that. And with Jordan sending me like the videos to edit and you sending me the videos to edit, that has gotten me a little bit better to where I can go in and actually like do something productive where I don't feel like I'm fucking going crazy. So I like that. But yeah, that's just to touch on what Chris was saying because that's mental health. It's a real big thing.
Keep your mental intact. Reading books, man. I started reading Charlemagne's book on mental health, Black Privilege, and Shook One, Anxiety Playing Tricks on Me. He has 2 books, New York bestsellers that talk a lot about mental health and how to cope with anxiety and things like that. Especially now, you know, people don't know what the future holds. People, you know, don't have jobs. People don't know what the future holds. I mean, we getting these little checks, but they're not as much as we need. We talked about that.
That ain't shit, but
it's nothing at all. But man, keep your heads up. Everybody out there, best of bias. We're getting close to the end of the podcast. This is where I like to tell everybody to go ahead and let them know where they can find you at. Dsean, let's start with you.
Shit, no way. I'm off the grid.
I feel it. What about you, Ariel? You know your Instagram yet?
I think it's Akil Young or Akil Green, one of the two. I mean, it's still private, so it don't matter. I'm not gonna add you, so it don't even matter.
But I mean, he's super straight. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, hey Adam, he's working on a lot of these videos. He draws. Hype yourself up, son. Let them know where they can find you. A lot of the videos you guys see on WandaVision, he's edited for us. Got all the visuals and stuff for those. You got all the cuts and stuff. That's all him on there. So shouts out to you for that. What about you, Chris? Where can they find you at? Where can they find you at?
For a minute, I thought you was going to say that AKA was the one editing the actual WandaVision show. I'm like,
what is this nigga doing here with us?
You're like, damn, that's my man, because it's looking good. You came up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you can find me at YouTube, Pretty Ugly -official music. Or a SoundCloud. Y'all was talking about SoundCloud.
No. You gotta tell them how to spell it though, because they're gonna spell it wrong, Chris.
That's Pretty Ugly with a Y. Pretty Ugly with an I instead of a Y. My bad. And on Instagram, Pretty Ugly, I instead of a Y. All one word.
Okay. Well, you know where you can find your boy at. It's SAC_Lydell on the Instagram, Patrick_Lydell on the Snap. Best of Bias Podcast on the Instagram, Best of Bias Podcast on YouTube. You can find all the past videos we've done, WandaVision reviews, all that stuff. My last sports video. Anime Kumite coming out real soon. Blade vs. Zoro from One Piece. It's going to be epic. I'm repping Blade. He's repping Zoro from One Piece. We're going to have Dsean judging. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to try to redeem myself from last time. Like I said, I took an L, but next time I'm going to come through and win. Pop culture, I'm glad to have you guys here. Whenever you guys want to come back, just let me know. We can talk about whatever. We can talk about rap. We can talk about you guys' music, because I know you guys doing songs. We can do some songs. I'm down for it all. You're welcome anytime. And that'll be the end of the episode today, guys. Thank you for being here. Plenty of shit to come. Hope you guys enjoyed the pop culture, because we had a bunch of more topics. We just didn't want to blow y'all heads up. But yeah, we out here. Thank you guys.
It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to Unitas. It's the best of bias. Best of bias. It's the best of bias.
You are now listening to the Best of Bias Podcast.